Hi, today let's learn about the counting outcomes. To understand this further, let's have an example. So here, draw a tree diagram to find the number of different outfits that can be made from 5 shirts and 4 pair of pants. So the thing that you have to do here first is to identify the variables that you're gonna use in your entire solution. So here I wrote everything. So here it says we have here 5 shirts. Therefore, I used 1S for the first shirt, 2S for the second shirt, 3S for the third, 4S for the fourth, and 5S for the fifth. And then we have 4 pairs of pants, so 1P for the first pair, 2P for the second, 3P for the third, and then 4P for the fourth and the last one. So as per instruction, we need to draw a tree diagram to find the number of different outfits. Okay, so tree diagram is very important so that we can identify the entire sample space we have. Okay, so to do that, the first thing that you do is to check your first variable. So your first variable here are the shirts. How many variables do we have? We have 5. Okay, so therefore you need to make 5 main branches. So 1, okay, you need to make sure that it is enough for the spaces. You need to make 5 lines. So first branch, so it's a tree diagram, so therefore there's like branch. Okay, so we have first shirt is 1S, second shirt, so first shirt, second shirt, third shirt, and then fourth shirt, and then fifth shirt. Okay, next will be this is for the shirt. All right, this is for the shirt. Now let's go to the next branch, or the pairs that we are going to put for our shirts, and those are the pants. Okay, let's use green. So the pants, we have 4 choices, right? So we will make 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1P, 2P, 3P, and then 4P. Then this one also will have 1P, 2P, 3P, and then 4P. So same thing here. This, for you to be able to find the pair or the outfits that you could create, this is what you do. You need to make the listing. So you start with the main branch, so 1S. For the fifth shirt. Okay, so we have the fifth shirt would be fifth shirt, fifth shirt, first pants, and then fifth shirt, second pants, fifth shirt, third pants, and then fifth shirt, fourth pants. So therefore, by this, we can be able to identify the total number of different outfits. Event has M outcomes and the other one has N outcomes. All we need to do is to multiply the number of outcomes they have together. Okay? Therefore, so for this one, the first event that we have is the number of shirts. So there's 5 events going on. 5 outcomes in the fits 20, because this is by 4s. Okay? So 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. So all we need to do is to just multiply them. So we have 5 times 4 is equal to 20 outfits. Alright, let us continue with more examples. So we just have to multiply them. Let's go to this example. When you rent a ski equipment at Bridgerford Ski Resort, you choose from 4 different types of ski boots, 5 lengths of skis, and 2 types of poles. How many different outfits are possible? Okay, so all you need to do here is to multiply. Alright, so we will just multiply them. So we have here 4 for our the boots. Okay, 4 types of boots. Okay, so ski boots. Then times 5, right? So number of lengths, the lengths. Okay, lengths. And then, so number of ski boots, number of length. And then we have times 2, which is the number of the types of poles. So therefore, using the fundamental counting principle, 4 times 5 is 20, times 2 will make 40. So therefore, we will have 40 possible outfits. Next, let's go to the next example. Okay, so we have here, we need to understand also that we need to take note the probability of an event. We need to understand that probability of an event relies on the number of possible outcomes. So it says here, when you know the number of outcomes, you can find the probability that an event will occur. So let's take, for example, this one. Jasmine is going to toss 2 coins. What is the probability that she will toss 1 head and 1 tail? Find first the number of outcomes. So this is the thing that you just have to take note. We can make the tree diagram again. So these are the branches. We have 2 coins. So the first branch would represent the first coin. Okay, so the possible outcome for the first coin would be head and tails. Alright, and then the second coin, okay, the second coin right here, okay, second coin also has the following outcomes: heads and tails. Alright, and then heads and tails. So therefore, if you want to find the outcomes, it would then be, you take it from the branches, head and tail, head and head, so HH, head and head, and then head tails, so head and tails. Next would be tail and head, and then tails and tails. So these are our outcomes. Now there are 4 possible outcomes. So for us to find the probability, okay, let's now solve for the question here. What is the probability that it will toss 1 head and 1 tail? So the probability of the event of 1 head and 1 tail will be, check your outcomes, which one has 1 H and 1 T. So we have 1 and 2. So we have 2 possible outcomes, okay? 2 possible outcomes over the total number of outcomes, which is 4. Okay, so we need to simplify this. 2/4 is equal to 1/4. Therefore, the probability of getting 1 head and 1 tail is 1/4. Alright, so this is the probability of tossing 1 head and 1 tail. Alright, let's continue. So we have here, what is the probability of winning a state lottery game wherein the number is made up of 4 digits from 0 to 9 chosen at random. Okay, first find the number of possible outcomes. So this is the thing that you need to take note. Okay, there are times that in some examples, when you talk about a 4-digit number, 0 cannot be considered for the first digit, okay, when it's talking about a number. Okay, so we have here, let's take into consideration, let's write down the 4 lines. 4 lines will represent the 4 digits. Okay, if this problem is talking about a 4-digit number. Okay? Okay? With the consideration of the first digit. Therefore, it will be like this. Okay? So, the choices are 0 to 9. Okay? So, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9. So, what do we mean to say by 0 to 9? The choices are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you're going to check how many outcomes are that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 choices. If you're going to talk about a 4-digit number, 0 will not be included. Okay? Because if it's a 0, it will be a 3-digit number. If we're talking about the value. So if the value is being considered here, therefore, the first digit only has 10 choices because this one has 10 outcomes. But if we cancel out the 0, it will have 9 choices left. Right? So next, this will be 10 choices because 0 can be included, 0 can be included, 0 can be included. Now we will use the fundamental counting principle. So we just have to multiply them. Right? So we have here, therefore, 9 times 10 times 10 times 10, this will give us 1,000. So times 9, this will give us 9,000. Okay? Next, what if 0 is taken as, it says here 4 digits. Okay, 4 digits. So just taking into consideration that 0 can be included. Remember, in some passwords, like in different social media or emails, we can include 0 as one of the choices. So like 0, 3, 5, 4, right? If that is the case, that 0 is considered and we're not taking the value of the 4-digit number, therefore, this will be the possible choices. So 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And then multiply them using the fundamental counting principles. This will give us 10,000 possible outcomes. Okay? So here, because it says, it does not mention that it's a 4-digit number. Okay? This is just about a lottery game. So meaning to say, 0 can be included here. So if you want to find the probability, okay, we need now to find the probability. So remember, to find the probability of a certain event, we will just write probability of the event, okay, of winning. So there's 10,000 possible, so 1 out of 10,000. So if you put your bet on one choice, on one given combination, therefore 10,000 is the total. So this is your probability of winning, 1 out of 10,000, or it could also be written as 0.0001, or in percentage could be 0.01%. Okay? So again, there's two possible things that you can take note here. If it's a 4-digit number and the first digit cannot be a 0, this will be the possible outcomes. But here it's not stated. It's just saying 4-digit number. So this is the probability. Let's now go to the other example. Lamar is going to spin each spinner once. What is the probability that he will spin red and the number 9? So you have to take note of the two spinners here. So for the first spinner, how many choices are there in the, how many possible outcomes do we have? So here we have 5 outcomes possible. So 5 outcomes. Okay. And then here we have 10 outcomes for the next one. Okay, for the next spinner. So for you to find the total number of outcomes, we just have to multiply them. So 5 times 10 is actually 50. Okay, so 50 possible outcomes. Okay, so that you can find the probability of when spinning a red and the number 9. All you need to do is to check the probability per spinner. Okay, the probability for the first spinner to get a red is 1 out of 5, correct? Okay. Next, what is the probability of getting the number 9 from the next spinner? It is just 1 out of 10. Okay, there's only 9 out of 10 outcomes. Multiply them. We have 1 times 1 is 1, and then 5 times 10 is 50. So therefore, the probability of getting red and the number 9 is 1 out of 50. Okay, getting a red and the number 9. Okay, probability. Next, last question. What is the probability of randomly choosing a 5-letter password for an internet website that consists of only vowels? Okay, so like the one for the lottery, we will also draw lines. Okay, we need to draw lines. But here we are going to draw 5 lines. And we need to understand that's 5-letter passwords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it says only vowels. So what are the vowels in the alphabet? We have A, E, I, O, and U. Okay, so the choices here, we have A, E, I, O, U. So for you to do that, how many choices are there for the first one? There's 5. For the second one, another 5. Third is another 5. And 5 and 5. Please remember that you're not going to add them, but you are going to multiply them. So for you to do that, okay, you need to multiply the choices. So therefore, we have here 5 times 5 is 25. Okay. So as to make sure that we're getting the same answer, the correct answer. Okay, so we have to multiply it 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. So that's 5 5s, and that's 3,125. And that's the answer.